This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, that's right. We've angered the Swifties. You'll hear about that first up. There's also a spooky theme throughout the show.
Yeah, because it's Halloween, and the spookiest of all, I talk about being naked.
Well,
So
that's
that
in the
too.
very much in the saucy vein. So there's sauce, there's spook, there's Swift. Enjoy.
It was only a matter of time, but it's finally happened, Liam and Belle. We have been blacklisted by the Swifties.
Yeah, not a group of people you want to annoy, the Swifties. Does this come off the thing we were doing yesterday with Taylor's version?
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously 1989, she brought out Taylor's version on Friday. So like 10 years later, she's just brought out the same music again. Well, that's what we were saying.
Yep.
And to prove that, we had people calling up. We said, hey, if you're a Swiftie, call up. You tell us when we play this song if it's Taylor's version or the OG.
Yep.
And no one got any of them right. And
Now-
then we put that up online and we're like, can you tell the difference? Or is it all just the same thing? And then all the Swifties were, yeah.
I don't know, this morning, so we posted that yesterday, and we post a video basically every day, so I'd forgotten about it. We posted it, great. And then this morning, I got to work, first thing I did was I opened the Tok, and the video was popping off.
On TikTok.
It was doing very, very well.
You were very excited. You were
Well,
like, whoa, this video's
I'll be
going
honest,
up.
it's been a little while since one of our TikToks have hit, and I was like,
That's
oh,
because
wow.
you got banned.
We got shadow banned for
Yeah.
for doing nudity. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we're past that now because this video was popping off, and I was like, awesome! Look at all this engagement. There's so many views, so many comments. And then I opened the comments, and I realized the reason it was getting so much traction is because it had angered the Swifties so much.
Right.
So Charlie said, it's legit, not hard to tell. You didn't prove anything. And then Jelly Does Stuff said, do your research. It isn't the point of the album. They're really mad. Oscar said, scam artist? How dare you call her a scam artist? Are you guys slow? I'm not going to even bother explaining to you why she re-recorded her songs in the first place. We know why she re-recorded
Yeah,
it.
we get that.
But that sounds like someone who's just paid for the same album again, getting angry at us for pointing it out. She's a billionaire over the weekend, guys.
Yeah.
That didn't happen by accident. She didn't have to go and write the songs again. She just brought them out again.
Sunnyside said, mocking her, re-recording her albums is just weak. It's weak. She only re-recorded them because they stole her music from her in the first place.
It's a real leave Britney alone vibe.
Yeah,
yeah.
really annoyed him.
recorded them
But
because they stole them.
The difference is Taylor is on an absolute blinder at the moment. She's
Yeah.
having a great time.
Yeah.
She's fine, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not tearing Taylor down, you know.
We also
I don't
said
think-
she has slaves yesterday.
We did
so
say
there's
that.
also
Well,
Yeah.
that, yeah, I'm glad we didn't put that video up.
Maybe if you want a bit more engagement.
Should we do it? Should we double down?
Should we double down?
Yeah. We said she was so rich that she has slaves that like snow dogs that take her around her house.
Yeah.
That was a lot. You know,
No,
that was just a joke. That was
Yeah.
like obviously not
Yeah.
a real thing.
We won't
as
be
far
able
as we
to
know.
leave the house soon. We'll have targets on our backs. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not a part of
What are the
this.
Swifties going to do? We'll line up and sing at your house or something.
Throw glitter at my house.
what? Now you got bad blood. Yeah, Swifties, sing at them. If we all combine together, then they'll stop making mean TikToks about her. You know that flight? Remember that flight when they were coming home? They were all singing.
Oh, yeah, they're all singing the Swift song. Oh, God. No.
My apologies if I sound a little bit claggy. I've been eating Daniel's donuts.
How scary
yeah.
was that donut, by the way? They're doing spooky donuts at the moment.
Yeah.
And if you get on, you're getting a donut pack.
Yeah, you're getting a Daniel's donut. If you get on air, Daniel's donut pack, I should say. They got 3 different flavors. I just had I think it was imaged as the jam one. It was like a purpley coloured one. I'm keen to make my way to the pumpkin spiced one.
How
though.
many are you? Oh, my gosh. I've had one, and I'm like, whoo, they
I'm gonna
are
have
feeling.
at least 2 this morning. You are on Nova with Ben, Liam, and Belle. Good morning.
Ben, Liam, last night I had a deadly accident at home, and one that I didn't think I'd have for another probably 60 years.
Was it you opening a box of Daniel's donuts?
There we go.
That's so scary.
Or,
Yep.
it's going to be really spooky if you said deadly accident. Like if you're actually dead right now and we're speaking to ghost you, how in
Sixth
in
Sense.
theme would that be if at the end of the show we realise that Belle's been dead this whole time? That would be the best Halloween show ever. I
That'd be
mean,
awesome.
obviously sad because you've died, but like it'd be like a big reveal, you know, like M. Night
Best show
Shyamalan type
ever.
reveal.
Yeah, okay. I'm alive,
Good.
and I'm here. So, no, I had an accident at home. I slipped in the shower.
Oh,
So-
you're right, Nana.
Yeah, no, that's my first thought. I was like, oh my gosh, I've just turned 29 last week, and I've had my
You need to
first
start
fall.
showering with a plastic chair in your shower.
That's yeah, but some people actually do. That's sad. But no, I did make a joke to my mum. I said, "When are you installing the rail?" And she was like, "Oh."
Did you? So what were you doing? How did you slip?
I literally opened the shower and I walked in, and my front foot there must have been a layer of soap or something on the base of the shower, and I just zoop out and kind of fell on my ass and then kind of like on my elbow, and it was a huge like one of those falls where it was like doo 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 doo. And I shower with the door open. There's no boundaries with my mum and I. So she came running in and she's like, "Oh my God, what did you do? What's happened?" She starts laughing, like she's like pissing herself. She's like,
you
"This is the
shower
funniest."
in your family home, you shower with the door open.
Yes. It's not weird. My mum and I walk around naked all the time. Like, I came out of it,
a bit weird.
She made me.
Which made you 29 years ago.
Yeah, but I'm only here because of her, so...
Does she walk around naked?
Yeah. She has a shower and I'll go in and talk to her. Oh, what the hell, Ben? No, like,
That's
she's
just
having a shower. I'll go in and, like, chat or, like, it's fine. Like, I'll get dressed in one part of the house and walk to the shower in the other
I'm
part.
not going to lie. I know this is probably like getting sidetracked in your story, but it feels a bit weird being naked around your parents for sure.
Like, I reckon there's a certain age where it's totally normal, and then you cross that threshold, and then it's like, okay, you shut the door.
But we're both just, like, women. We both, like, everyone's got
my dad's
a body.
just a man. I went on a holiday with him. We were sharing like two single rooms,
shut
saving
the door
money.
when you go to the toilet?
Yeah, we went showering naked together.
Really?
Scrubbing up with Dad. Well, I came out of him. It just, it doesn't really work like
Sorry,
that.
mate, might get in here,
come out of him.
save on water.
Yeah, mate, I'll just jump in the bath.
Scoot over, old man.
Yeah, I haven't seen my parents naked since probably about 4, and I'd like to keep it that way. I'll die a happy
But there's
man
nothing
if I.
wrong with that because everyone has a body. I don't see nudity as a whole. Like, I get dressed in
Okay.
front of you guys all the time.
What about with your dad?
Well, I don't see my dad a lot, but like,
But when you see your dad, though,
what?
exactly.
I don't know that.
Bill's happy to see her.
Hey,
That's
different.
weird. But you
That's
just said, you don't
That's
see it that
different.
way. It isn't different.
That's
It's the
different
same.
because my mum, like, I grew in her, and like, we're basically not the same person, but she's my mum, and there's only her and I at the house at the moment because I'm living at home for just a little bit. So, we're just like having fun.
Just tanning each other.
Girls' night.
Why do we do this? 13, 24, 10. Do you nude up around the house? Like around your family? Like, are you, like, I think if it's like a partner or someone you're with, it's kind of fine. I would say siblings, family, wrong. Housemates, probably wrong.
I reckon.
Grandparents, definitely wrong.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind zeroing in on nudity around the family. Like, are you nude in front of your family?
Even if you're like, say, 40.
Yeah.
And you've got a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
No need to be nude in front of them. That's too old.
But it's life.
It's not life.
a
It's like you
body.
don't wanna
That's
see-
like-
It's the same as
But they
before, though,
need
Belle.
to
We
see
just-
the
what about
body.
your dad?
Yeah, but that's different.
It's not different. It's the same.
I don't know. Honestly, I feel weird about it. I know, yeah.
13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz. We'd love to know, do you nude up around your family?
I had,
Belle
a cup of
does.
tea. I had a cup of tea yesterday with Mum.
Well, that's not necessary.
Put some clothes
I
on.
get the shower, but you don't need. You
Sitting
don't need
in
a.
bed though. Like, I just woke up from a nap and she brought me a cup of tea. And
What
we
is
just
this
sat and
weird
talked.
nude tease you're having?
So anti-clothes. Imagine just hanging around. Imagine having a cup of tea with your old man in the nude.
Well, no,
I
okay,
don't even
so
like
that-
being in the nude by myself.
Absolutely.
I'm like
Well, that's
disgusting.
sad.
I get out of the shower. I'm like, quick, get dressed, hide it,
That's
hide
sad.
it all.
No, you need to do the thing where you stare at yourself naked
he
in the
doesn't.
mirror for 5 minutes and really look
Well,
at your
I'll be
body
like,
and get
that's
used to
my
it.
excuse when I'm late for work. Sorry, guys.
No,
I was just
you
enjoying it
you
all,
shouldn't
taking
feel
it all
like
in.
that. No, okay, sorry, this cup of tea thing sounds a bit out of hand. No, I was asleep and my mum woke me up with a cup of tea and she was like, hey, like, end of my nap. She woke me up. It was very nice of her. And because I sleep naked, I just sat up and like we just, talked for a bit.
Jenny in Croydon, are you in the nude around the fam?
Definitely, I'm with Belle on this one. My 22-year-old daughter and I do walk around the house naked.
Mm-hmm.
We shower in front of each other, and it's not a
because
problem.
Jenny, you gave birth to her. You looked after her. When she
Who
was
else
a
is in the
baby.
house? Who else is in the house, Jenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just the two of us, so
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and same as my
Well,
mum and
that's,
I at the
if,
moment.
you say you got a 22-year-old, if you had like a 19-year-old son and his
Yeah.
mates are over playing games, you're like, oh, that's just,
That's
mum and my
Yeah,
sister.
you'd make their year.
See, that's why we can't do it.
sleeping over for 6 nights a week.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you.
Steph in Eltham North. Are you with Belle? Are you just like, yeah, whatever, like, fine, it's, we're all family?
I'm with Belle. So my grandma comes over to help out with my kids all the time. So she pretty much lives there. And I am always walking around naked. Like, I'll be in the shower and the kids will be in the bath and she'll be helping the kids. And, like, we're not. I am. She's not. But we're just so comfortable. She's basically like a mum, and I don't really see anything wrong with that.
So Nana's copping an eyeful of
An eyeful.
It's just, yeah.
Lucky grandma.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Steph, we've all got bodies, and like she's a female. She had the same body as you.
What about if Granddad was in? I don't know what the situation's like.
I wouldn't with a granddad.
So okay, so that's
Yeah.
But I think because it makes people feel uncomfortable. Like he would probably feel uncomfortable. Whereas like, and I think maybe it's just more of a woman thing. You just go, yeah, cool.
Well, Steph, thank you very much. Let's find out. Darren, we got a dude. Darren in Dadsford. Good morning. Are you walking around nude in front of the family, Dads?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wouldn't say I do it casually, but I've got no problem doing it.
Yeah, right. Who have you got in your family?
My oldest daughter's 10.
Yeah.
I got another younger daughter who's 10. 2, sorry.
Yeah.
And, my wife doesn't particularly like it, but, I mean, it's just a body.
Yeah.
I suppose so, but is there a certain age where they're like, Dad, put it away? I don't want to see it. Like, I get, like, I reckon sub, I don't know, maybe 7 or 6 get away with it. But, like, 10 up, like, you don't want to see that.
My 10-year-old, I mean, she doesn't, she does scream about it a little bit, but, I mean, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Dad,
I'm a human, and she's a human. And
Yeah.
Look, and you said you're not doing it casually. If you're just going like the sometimes like, I'll just leave the door open having a shower, then, yeah.
Yeah.
Real beat in the room. All the air gets sucked out of the room. Yeah.
Star. Let's do one more. Star in Bayswater. Good morning. How you doing, Star?
I'm good. How you all going?
Very good. Tell us, are you nude around the family?
I'm nude. I'm nude around the family, friends, bloody anyone.
Friends?
I'm quite happy to get nude and do a streak or do a nudie run. I'm quite wild at heart, and I think it's what keeps us young.
Are you nude right now, Star?
No, I've got clothes on.
Okay.
Do like your family, friends, and stuff? Like, are they fine with it though?
Yeah, look, they I've had my godson. Last time I went to Thailand, I got naked and did a run in front of him. Like, he's like, oh my God, that's my godmother. Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
But they're all right. They're okay.
Yeah.
If they like it, then I'm so much fun.
Exactly.
So it's like
you're
you're announcing to the room, I'm doing a streak. It's not like you've got friends over and you're going out to get a platter and coming back naked and going, hey, I've played a trick on you. You're not doing that, are you?
No. There was one time, although for a hen's night, they needed more wood for the fire. So I said, come on, let's get nude and find wood. So we went.
Star. I think you prefer being naked by the sounds of things.
Like a
It's
good
great.
nudist.
Let it all out.
Star.
Everyone's got a body, eh?
Yeah, you do sound like fun, Star. Hey, if you ever want a tour of the Nova Studios, you just let us know.
Awesome. Yeah. I'll make sure that I have my birthday suit ready.
See you, Star.
Oh, you seen those movies, Halloween Belle?
No.
Michael Myers?
No.
Oh, you know the Mask if you saw it.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, not The Mask. Hang on. Now I'm
there's
confused.
a movie called Halloween.
Yeah.
There's about 50 of them. Every year they release one.
With Mike Myers.
No. Have you ever seen a horror movie in your life? That Mask?
Oh, the white mask.
Yeah,
that
nothing
looks
to
like a
do
face.
with Austin Powers.
Wait,
I
yeah.
understand he's also, Mike Myers. This is like Michael Myers, and he's just like, some freak guy who runs around stabbing people.
Oh,
And then
okay.
there's always like a doctor like, no, Michael, no, who chases him around. And he calls the police and goes, you don't understand. Michael's a troubled boy. I need to take care of him. And it's sort of the same movie, but yeah, as Ben said, I reckon there's probably about 20 of them.
Yeah, there's so many. Every year they release one, and everyone
And
watches
it's cool.
it.
It's always like Halloween Resurrection.
Halloween, he's
Was
back.
that one last year or 2 years
Yeah.
ago?
Jamie Lee Curtis was,
Yeah.
I remember watching one about 3 years ago, and I hadn't seen one for ages, and I watched it, and the whole thing was he was back. Anyway, I'll spoil it. So
He's always back.
they end up like luring him into the cellar of their old house, and,
yes.
and they like trick him and they lock him in, and they burn the house down. So you're like, well, that's it. He's dead.
He's done.
And then next
I-
year,
I saw
he
the
was back again.
I reckon we saw that one together.
Yeah.
Hang on, how did he get out?
Well, that's the thing. They don't really explain
Oh,
it.
that's nah.
He
You got to
just-
explain that.
So I reckon that was maybe
That was 2 ago, I reckon.
Halloween, and there was Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
And then I think Halloween Ends was last year, and he comes back and he's just a bit burnt. Just a bit
That's
burnt
awful.
in that one.
That's really sad.
Evie and Q, have you ever seen the Halloween movies?
Never.
Never?
I don't watch any of those movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe for Halloween you can pop one on.
I've just counted, Evie. There's 13 of them. They started in the 70s.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, okay, because it seems that was a real mask-wearing horror film era.
For sure.
I think.
Mm.
Well, look, if you feel like getting a little spooky with us this morning, is it a Halloween-themed 610 quiz?
I was gonna say, are we leaning
I
into the
hope so.
Halloween stuff? Is that who we are now?
Oh, I think it's just a fun. It's you know, it's
Major
fun
me
to
stop.
break. It's fun to break the mold once
I
a
think
year.
I'm still in that camp of like it's American.
Oh,
But-
well,
Oh, yeah, okay.
look,
I don't know.
13, 24, 10, call up. We'll do the 610 quiz next. If it's not Halloween-themed, we promise we'll do that next year.
Yep, promise.
No, we can do it.
13, 24, 10. We have got spooky prizes up for grabs.
Cauldron full of prizes.
No, we do. No, we do. We do. We have Daniel's Donuts Halloween donuts.
What? Everyone's getting a Halloween
Yeah.
donut?
You're only a what if away from a holiday with whatif.com.
You could go to the dentist appointment or all the kids' sports.
But what if it was a weekend on the coast instead? Book hotels, holiday rentals, apartments, and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610.
Evie and Q, happy Halloween to you. Now, you've not seen Halloween, but can you tell us how many Final Destination movies have been released?
13, aren't there? Like the Halloween movies?
No, that's the Halloween movies.
Sorry, Evie, no. So Final Destination is what we're looking for there. Stuart and Clyde.
But stay there, Evie, because if Stuart gets it wrong, we might come back to you.
Yeah, we're not spoilt for choices with our Halloween-themed 610 quiz.
13, 24, 10. There are a lot of phone lines still available if you want to give us a buzz.
Stuart, do you know how many Final Destinations there are?
5.
There is. You seen many of them?
I think I've seen all of them.
Oh, brutal. Yeah, the bridge, that's a lot. Or the one with isn't there one where you get stuck in the pool filter? Gets like chewed up?
Is Final Destination the one where the guy's friends are all dying around him?
I think it's like you have a dream of how you're going to die and then it happens. Is that right, Stuart?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
correct.
Yeah. Great concept. And that concludes the only spooky question we have this morning in the 610 quiz.
Liam, I challenge you to make them spooky.
Uh-oh.
Well, this next one's pretty serious, so I'm not going to try and do that. Australia Zoo is on alert as firefighters are tackling bushfires less than 1k away. Do you know who owns Australia Zoo?
Irwin?
The Irwins, that's right.
And Bindi, we once interviewed her and
Oh, no,
she
don't.
smoked a durry. That's pretty scary for her career.
She made that durry disappear. Ooh. A public drunkenness is now decriminalised here in Victoria, so you can get as blind as you want. What's another name for being drunk? I just used one.
Intoxicated.
Intoxicated, yeah.
Would have also accepted blotto,
Sloshed.
Yep.
Blotto.
wrecked,
Hammered.
very good.
Yeah, nice. Sightings of kangaroos in the suburbs have increased. Yesterday, a roo was spotted in Ivanhoe. What Aussie coin has a picture of a bunch of kangaroos on it, Stuart?
50 cents.
Oh no! I thought this was an easy question, but I guess you're not handling cash a lot these days.
No, I'm sorry. We're going to have to move on to Liam. Can you turn your radio down in the background there, Liam, and tell us what coin the kangaroo is on?
Dollar.
It is the dollar. That's correct. Last question here. Travis Kelce has been spotted on video dancing along to Taylor Swift's love story. Can you finish these lyrics?
Just say yes.
Great work, Liam. You've got yourself a spooky Daniel's donut and a $200 Kogan voucher.
I hope it's doughnuts as well, not one.
No, it is. Yeah. It's a dozen.
Yeah, I'd say a dozen.
It's one.
It is one donut.
Is it? No,
But
it's not one.
because
donut.
every
No
call-
one's coming to
every-
Nova to get one
You are-
donut.
It's not
Every
one
caller's getting it,
donut.
though. It's just a bonus, you know?
Who's going to go get one
I
donut?
thought it was a dozen each. That's funny.
At least half a dozen.
Maybe you get a coupon and you go to a Daniel's Donuts and then you redeem your free donut. Well, that's lovely. Now, we are going back to the spooky theme today. We've got 2 spooky songs, one deemed spooky by me from yesterday, which is the Rasmus.
I've been watching, I've been waiting in the shadows.
Spooky!
Supposedly the film clip's spooky.
It's spooky, and that's a spooky song. They're talking about waiting in the shadows.
I would say it's a scarily bad song.
Yeah, I agree.
It's scary
It's
that you picked it,
beautiful.
Bill.
Liam, there's no way you can go past the other choice for the 16 quiz this morning, Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites.
Yes! Oh my God!
Not enough dubstep on commercial radio these days. Liam, what do you want to hear?
Send me back to 2011, brother.
Yeah,
Let's do it. All right. Well, Nova, the home of dubstep and donuts this morning.
One per person. One per person.
Yes! Oh my God!
It was scary thinking that that's the kind of music we all enjoyed in 2011. That was the hot new thing. And I can understand why it confused and angered a lot of parents.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
imagine being a parent and hearing this for the first time.
And we toned it back from there, didn't we? Like, if you were thinking, like, if we wind back the clock like 10 years ago, you're just like, yeah, this is the future, man. It's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
noises. It's just, but then
Yeah,
we're
everyone- I
like,
remember-
oh, okay, maybe that's actually a bit too far.
I remember when it first came out, dubstep, and you'd go on YouTube just to like watch songs, because that's what you did
Yeah.
in that era, and the comments would be like, "Yo, this is what aliens communicate like. It's how aliens talk."
Yes.
Yeah, we did. Like you said, Liam, yeah, I think we went a step far and then we toned it back. And it
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay. And I think Skrillex got that as well. He was like, maybe I overstepped it and then toned it down.
For a while, Skrillex was like one of the biggest artists in the world, especially in the dubstep era. I remember when he was touring for Future Music, I reckon. Liam, do you remember that photo that our mate Tim got with him?
Hover hand,
The
yeah.
hover hand. He had the worst case of hover hand we've ever seen.
Hang on, Skrillex was hovering or your mate was hovering on
so
Skrillex?
Tim, our mate, got a photo with Skrillex, and his hand is about half a meter away from his shoulder.
Obviously a bit scared of him, you know. It's that thing of like, you're like, oh my God, this is exciting, but you don't want to like
I probably
invade
wouldn't
their
touch
space.
Skrillex. He seems a bit scary.
Well, Skrillex, Sonny is his real name, but he used to be in like a hardcore band from first to last.
You can see why he changed to
Yeah.
dubstep.
Yeah. But
was
it's sort
he
of
in a band before?
well, that's why he's got that whole emo look.
I thought he was like a weird kid in his mum's basement that,
That
like,
is what
started
emo
making
kids
noises
are,
and
yeah.
then released it. But no, okay, yeah, right.
Did you see this? Speaking of emo music, did you see this meme kicking around last night?
Here we go.
It's like a photo of Aslan the Lion from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And it says, when a 16-year-old starts talking about emo music, and then it's the lion saying, "Do not cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written."
Nothing quite hits like someone trying to explain a meme that you haven't seen.
I thought
And
that
when
was a
it's
good
on
one.
radio and you can't look at it.
Nah, but you know what I mean?
I
You're
like-
like, you My Chemical Romance. I was there when it was happening, mate. All
Yeah.
right. You know, good on
Can
you.
we
Good
do a
on you.
weekly segment, Liam's
Liam's favourite meme.
Liam's meme of the week.
meme of the moment?
I seriously would be pretty down for meme of the week.
I reckon we could do meme of the week. So Liam would do his meme of the week, and then 13, 24, 10, you would call up if you've seen a really funny meme.
All right, awesome. We'll do that at
Let's
some
lock
point.
that in. Morning for me has had a lot of spooks. It's had a lot of Halloween chat. There hasn't been enough country music chat, though.
Blues by the cornfield.
Bit of blues by the Cornfield Blues. That is the country song that Liam, you wrote in under 5 minutes.
Yeah, and getting some real traction in the country music scene. A lot of notoriety through Tennessee, through those sort of regions, and yeah, it's been a wild ride.
What we just heard there, was that the Liam version, or was that the?
That was the original, yes.
Oh, okay.
We did have to do a Liam's version, much like Taylor. I had to redo it for
Copyright
issues,
reasons.
Scooter Braun, all that stuff.
So that was the last time we talked about it, was you were trying to sort out the copyright so you could get it on Spotify.
Yeah, yep.
How are we going with that?
Well, that's the thing. Artists, we've got to jump through so many hoops, and it is with our friends at Spotify now. It's got to go through stages of processing, though. A lot of people don't understand that.
Oh,
So
no.
it's
Do they have to listen
pending,
to it?
ingested, yes, and then delivered. So I believe we are in the pending stage.
So we still got ingested and delivered to go.
Yep.
Ingested is ingested where they ingest it and they listen and they go,
they take
I
it
have
in, yeah.
ingested it now, it can be uploaded.
I think so. So it's pending from Friday. So I think we should be ingested and delivered by, say, Thursday.
Did you do a photo shoot with husks of corn?
Did do it. Yep. You might have seen some of the corn lying around the office.
some corn hair.
I went to Coles and bought some corn. Did some raunchy snaps with the corn. So I'm sure we'll see those stills at some point.
Have you seen the groundswell of comments? It's kind of the country community are kind of they're starting to get at you, Liam. I've seen it on the TikTok videos and some of the Instagram comments. They're saying that it isn't even a country song; it's blues music. You've written a blues song, and it's called Cornfield Blues.
Yeah, because I'm feeling blue in the cornfield.
Yeah, but
it's with a country twang. And
but it's also called, the other name is Blues by the Cornfield, which you could argue you're playing blues music by the Cornfield.
Don't try and put me in a box, is what I'm saying. It can be rap, it can be whatever you want it to be. Just enjoy it. Make up your own mind. That's what I say. As an artist, I say, let's not try and put this
label
in a box.
on it.
So yeah, labels. Ooh. Speaking of labels, like your Universal and your
Sony.
That's the other one. I try and stay away from that sort of stuff. But they have Warner.
I think you need to be across that if you want to get this
They have been working me like a dog. Because
all of them.
I'm signed with all of them because I said you can't. I said to the first label, I said to Universal, you can't put a label on me.
Yeah,
you can't call me a Universal artist. And they say, well, we pay you, and I say, well, guess what? Warner also pay me.
They said it's illegal.
I've signed deals with all of them, all of the big three, because everyone wants a slice. But this is what they do. The labels, when you've got a hot hit, they get you out there. They get you performing, slaving away. So ahead of the global release of Cornfield Blues on Spotify at the end of this week, they've been sending me around to radio stations.
Which stations have you gone to?
I've been to Nova. I got some other ones coming up, but yeah, the main one I've done so far is Nova 100 Melbourne.
That is a thing that they do. They send the artists around sometimes to come and perform.
And that's it. I mean, Ed Sheeran. You saw Ed Sheeran perform in the kitchen here, Belle, 10 years ago. And look at him now. So I'm on the same sort of pathway. Yesterday there was a long, boring meeting, went for like an hour, and there was probably a real need for entertainment there. And then, they said, the label reps came out and said, hey, we've got a big star. And this is a shortened version, but you get the general gist of my live performance yesterday.
How you doing? Yeah, this is a little ditty I wrote in 5 minutes to prove how easy country music is. It's called Cornfield Blues. If you know the words, sing along. Take it away, Andy. Cornfield Blues, drink my liquor. I lost my girl, she broke my ticker. Oh, blues by the cornfield. Come on now. Oh, blues by the cornfield. That's right, y'all. Thank you, guys. A little warm-up to my Nova's Red Room. Should be a couple of months. Just still trying to get SB across the line. So, yeah, should be added soon. But thanks for your time. All right.
I've got them eating out the palm of my hand, And there was a lot of positive words for Cornfield Blues after. There was one guy in sales who said, hey, man, I love that song Cornfield Blues. And I had to explain it's not about the Melbourne suburb Caulfield. It's about a cornfield.
You know what you could do? You could partner
with Caulfield.
With Caulfield.
Caulfield Grammar School.
No, I was thinking the Caulfield Cup.
Caulfield Cup, pick
Gonna
my
bet,
horse. Yeah.
bet on a pony.
Yeah, race 3, get down to Cornfield. Oh, this is why I've got you on my team.
Yep.
You are going to be a part of my entourage, Ben.
Yep.
Belle, it's not too late for you. I know you've sort of been traditionally poo-pooing this.
Belle,
No,
we need
you
three.
actually-
We need 3 ideas from you in the next hour.
Yeah, here's one. You
Yeah.
actually raised a really good idea during the performance. Can we do a red room?
That would be good. That would be
Absolutely.
good. Yeah. I mean, that was Liam's idea, but
Yeah, but I'm jumping on that. And saying
You're
yes.
always getting this as an artist. People pitching your own things back to you,
You
trying to
jumped
prove
on the
their worth.
Cornfield. You jumped on Cornfield.
I didn't connect Caulfield races.
Yeah, that was
that's
me.
pretty good.
That was me.
Caulfield Cup.
Bet
on
on
a
a
horse. Happy Halloween for those who celebrate. Hopefully you got your pumpkins carved up and your fake cobwebs out. I have never been one to celebrate Halloween. I think by the time I have kids, maybe it'll be like fully in, like everyone's got to do it. Like I think, Ben, I know you probably didn't do it too much, but now you've got little Freddie. What do you reckon? In the next 5 years or so, do you reckon you're going to start putting the decorations up?
I feel like no, I won't put the decorations up. But, I imagine if all of his friends are doing it and then he wants to do it, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
Have you seen in Coles and Woolies, they've got those, I've never seen them before, they must have just made them in the lab, but they've got these little tiny pumpkins. Have you seen the little mini pumpkins?
Wait, as in an actual pumpkin?
Yes, you know how you get the big Halloween pumpkins?
Yeah.
I forget what type of pumpkin that is. Might be a Kent. I don't know.
Don't look at me, Ben.
I don't know. It's one of those. It's like one of those.
Imagine if you used the wrong pumpkin, like you had a butternut pumpkin out, and you're like, yeah, it's not.
You can use them to make a different shape.
There's the traditional, the pumpkin
big-
you
the
think
big
of,
boy.
the
Yeah.
big boy, and they use that to carve. They've made those, but the size of my fist, so they're little mini pumpkins.
But they're real pumpkins.
They're real pumpkins. You can eat them, but I think people must use them as like little mini.
That's wild.
Do they just pick them early?
No, maybe. Yeah, maybe to be fair. I thought they could also just genetically modify it so they don't grow very big.
Yeah, that seems a bit like
That seems more how they would do it.
Well, no, Halloween for me
Which is also pretty spooky.
Halloween for me is the one time a year a girl can dress up as a complete and nobody can say anything.
Well, we certainly did on the Ben Lehman Bell Instagram. You can see our sexy costumes there. Very short, very short.
Yeah, more revealing than we hoped for.
Yeah,
Well, Ben went all out.
when we looked at the photo again, you go, oh right.
I don't think it was me that was the worry.
Oh yeah, Liam's
Yeah.
summon peeping.
If you zoom in on Liam,
Well, no need to zoom. Ash Gardner, can you? I just sorry in the newsroom. Stop the song. Did you see how quick she reached for her phone? Caught out, mate. We've got cameras on you. Remember, we can see in your booth.
Yeah, you can. Well, if you want to be like Ash, you can reach for your phone.
Dearie me.
Yeah, there is a very revealing photo on the Ben Lehman Bell Insta.
and you will have to use the zoom feature.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I certainly got a Halloween spook this morning, Ben and Belle. I lay my clothes out in the morning in the spare room so I can just get up quicker. We wake up early for work. I think you guys do the same. But this morning I've taken my T-shirt off the little pile and I got my pants and jocks there underneath. And on top of my jocks, just a big chunky black spider. Honestly, I was like, oh, in my head, I was like, oh, I knew it was Halloween. I was like, oh, maybe Sarah put like a toy for a joke.
Yeah.
And then it was like, started crawling. and I, I'm just like, I don't really like spiders.
What type of, like a big one? Or
like 50 cent piece.
Oh.
Like a huntsman?
No, not a
50
huntsman.
cent piece? That's like...
I don't know, maybe a baby huntsman.
Yeah, but it was thick. It wasn't like a daddy long legs.
Yeah,
like I think
right.
maybe like a house spider. I think. I don't know. Either way, it had some meat behind it. It had a thick
Yeah.
ass. You know those
Yeah.
big bulb.
And, what if it had babies?
Well, that's the thing. I used my phone to like flick it. I was like,
Because that spider had that gap.
yeah. It had that wagon, phantom tax. Oh God.
You were the Rizzler in that situation.
I was rubbing my hands together.
Jokes with a Rizzler.
Yeah.
Spider making me act up.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so like I flicked that spider off.
Yeah.
And it just sort of spooked me a little bit because I was like, oh, looking for it because I just assumed it maybe went under the bed because I was like, I didn't want to like be putting my jocks on and then the spider's like in there or in my pants, something like that. And so like I like looked around, couldn't find it anywhere. Got dressed. I'm walking out of the house, and then I felt this like chunky thing on my toe. And I was like, oh, there's like a rock in my shoe. And then it just went like, and started crawling up my foot.
Ew.
And I like kicked my shoe off and it like climbed over the laces and I literally went, I made that. I made that sound.
Noises.
And yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So where is it? Did you just lose sight of it again?
Yeah, you could say that.
Did you kill it?
Let's just say the spider's not going to be...
No.
Well, I got a dog. What if it kills my dog?
Oh, it's not going to kill your
Well,
dog.
I didn't give it a chance.
That's awful.
Probably for the best.
Stomped it.
That's awful.
I'm definitely in the camp of I won't kill a spider if it's not in my way. Like, we've got a huntsman living in the back room. I've left it for a long time. But if it's coming at me, like if it's on my foot.
It was in my jocks and then it was like in my... But I honestly, that feeling, like, you know, that like feeling down your back when it's like, it's in my presence. It's like on my foot. I don't even know, because it must have just been hanging there for a little bit, just chilling at the toe. Maybe my shoes are a little bit big, and then when it started moving, it sort of thought, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I had,
Oh,
on the
man.
weekend, I went for a walk and I did that classic. I walked through a spider web.
Oh yeah,
and then it was
that
like
is
that classic, like, and then because I had my hair down, I was just constantly for the next half an hour, like putting my hand through my hair.
Like when you
never
go
know.
camping or something, and there's like a tree and there's like golden orb spiders, and they have the really big.
I was going to say golden orb, and I didn't know if you guys would know what that is, but
Huge.
golden orbs are horrifying. They're the creepiest looking spider. They've got really fat, juicy bodies and then long, skinny, creepy legs.
Golden orb.
Golden orb
spider. They're
Yeah.
very scary.
They're probably
very
the
cool.
scariest ones.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. And you see them when you go camping all the time for some reason.
Oh yeah, I just looked it up. It's it's that black and yellow stripy ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
13/24/10. Where was the spider? Was it in your shoe? Was it in your jocks? Sonia in Dandenong. Where was the spider?
My spider, I was in the shower. I had one of those showers where it's in the bath as well, and I was in the middle. I've done my shampoo with all the, the froth and everything. So I reach blindly for the conditioner, and I'm holding the bottle, thinking, "What is that in my hand?" And then I open my eyes, and there's a huntsman. So I scream. That's not the worst part. Then it drops into the bath, and of course I'm in the bath, it's in the bath, and it's chasing me around. I'm trying to get out. Screaming. I've got teenage kids. They come in, never see me in the nude, and I'm running around a bath screaming with a spider.
Oh, my God.
Tits akimbo.
Screaming and
I don't think the spider... That's very well told, Sonia. I don't think the spider would have been chasing you in the bath. I think it was...
sometimes it feels like, even if they're crawling, it feels like they're coming for me. They're coming for me. You know what I mean? I get it. I had the same thing this morning, Sonia. Marvin in Churnside Park, where was the spider?
It was actually on the toilet, like the toilet door.
Oh, okay.
So he was just resting there, and it was this huge huntsman. And I'm like literally terrified of any kind of spiders, and I didn't know what it is, but I did find out it was a huntsman. And I could not use the toilet for pretty much the whole night. So even though like it was cold outside, but I'm like, I just have to go outside. And
Oh, you just left it in there. You're like, okay, you live here now, spider. You can, yeah, that's fair. Lucky it didn't take over the kitchen, otherwise you'd have been very hungry all week. Kerry in Botanic Ridge, where was the spider?
How you going? Yeah,
Good.
that's good. Many years ago, we just put our son in the car in the baby capsule. We saw the huntsman go up the side of the capsule, and then next thing you know, it's smack on my baby's face.
Oh!
He was about 4 weeks old, face covered with this spider, and my husband's, he's rushing inside. He goes, I'm going to go and get the vacuum cleaner. I'm like, no, you're not going to suck it off his face.
What do you mean? You would just flick it off. You just flick it off.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, we did in the end, but I'll tell you, I wish we had the cameras like we did these days, because I would have had the perfect photo from
That
the wall.
is hectic.
I can't believe...
Pause and say, I'll just quickly take a photo.
By the sounds of it, Kerry, the huntsman crawled onto your son's face, 4 weeks old, and then you're having the discussion of, do I go get the vacuum cleaner? You should just flick it off immediately.
Then again, like, because normally I get it with spiders that you don't want to touch with your hands, so you need like a thong or something, but you really have to back yourself into like, flick a thong, because it's like such an innocent thing, and you also can't do the bug spray straight into the 4-year-old.
Yeah.
4-week-old baby's face.
Wow.
Shannon in Morty Alec, where was that spider?
He wasn't having a good day. He was just chilling in my butt crack.
What?
Or was he having a great day?
No, so I was on my year 12 outdoor ed camp and I woke up. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go like in those drop toilets.
Yeah.
And I felt it felt like clumped up hair when you're in the shower. And I was like, what the heck is that? And there's just a spider chill in there.
Oh, my God. What did you do?
So did you sit on it, Shannon?
No, I woke up with him just chilling.
Oh, I thought you like went to the drop toilet because that's my biggest fear with those drop toilets was I don't know if you ever heard that whole myth about there's the myth about the man that lives in the drop toilet. But then also there's like the thing about like
There's a myth about a man who lives in the drop toilet.
Shannon, have you ever heard maybe it's just a girl thing where it's like at festivals and stuff and it was like the guy that lives in the toilets?
I'm glad I didn't hear him.
Oh, okay, maybe it's just me. No, there was like a thing where it was like there's a guy that lives in the drop
I
toilet.
think he was just following you, Bill.
And I told you not to talk about that.
But that was my biggest fear is, on camp. And then it's like if there was like a snake that would come up the drop toilet and go, anyway.
Yeah, okay.
That's, anyway. No, Shannon, yours sucks too. Is that just me?
Should we do like myths you've heard about? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what's
Ash
a
in
myth
the
you've heard
newsroom.
about?
Did you ever hear about the guy that lived in the drop toilets would take photos?
Never in my life, no.
It's like Belle's worst nightmare. She keeps looking for people that
Sorry,
produces
Belle,
anyone.
Was the man in the drop toilet, did he have a snake? Is that what you're saying?
No, separate things.
Her mouth's going dry now.
So, like, there was always this thing that girls would always say was like, oh, yeah, watch out, because there was that guy once that lived in the drop toilets and he had, like, a fetish and he would take photos from, and he would, like, swim
my
around in
God.
there and then take.
Oh, my God.
Maybe it was
But you
just...
say he's living in there, like he had a little oven and like, obviously he didn't need a toilet because he was living in one, but yeah.
I don't know, it's just a thing that I grew up
Yeah,
being
right.
told.
Strange.
Yeah, poo man.
Oh, no.
I know, yeah, trolls under the bridge. I've heard that, the tooth fairy, but yeah, not the drop
Not the
toilet.
tooth fairy.
The tooth fairy. That's a good one.
There's one for the tooth fairy. All right, let's pick a winner as well. Shannon, thank you very much.
I think Shannon wins.
I really liked Kerry. I also like the first call with Sonia.
Yeah, Shannon, she did have a spider in her bum.
All
so
right, Shannon, you can have the prize. We're going to send you along with a VIP double pass to the magical Melbourne Cup Carnival, November 4 to 11. Seeing is believing. Tickets from $60 at Ticketmaster. Also, every caller that got on air there is walking away with an amazing pack of Daniel's doughnuts.
Have you seen that photo of Leonardo DiCaprio doing the rounds and
Yes.
his lovely model girlfriend? If you haven't, just Google Leonardo DiCaprio. It's like the first news story this morning. They are standing at a party and it's taken from behind them. She's next to him and she's got her hand down his jocks, just holding on tight, you know?
From the behind.
From the
as well.
behind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looks a little sus.
Bill, you're saying holding on tight. I think it's more applying pressure.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it looks a bit...
Going in?
Yeah,
absolutely not.
I think it's
no,
going in.
it's way too high for that. She's only just got her hand down, like just holding, just supporting, which I'm a big fan of. Do your partners, like when you're walking on the street, do you just like, do they have a hand resting
If Sarah
there?
slid her hand down the back of my pants in public, I would flip.
Really?
She was like, what you doing back there? What you doing back there? Get out! Get out! I'd be slapping around like there's a bug in my pants or something.
Yeah, no.
I'm a big fan of you just walk and hold.
Why?
I don't know, because it's nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have a nice enough ass that she would want to hold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it has to be a nice firm one.
Mm.
It's like a nice handful.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Well, I back in Leo's girlfriend.
Well, she's backing it in as well.
He's backing it in.
Let's clean it up a bit, okay, guys? It's a family show. My goodness. Grab your keys. Let's open up the forbidden folder.
Oh, yeah. This is the stuff that the boss has said no to, but we do it anyway. The topics are a little bit taboo, not quite right for radio.
Oh, just sometimes it's like, yeah, why would you talk about that? That's not really a thing. But, yeah, this one's interesting this morning. Extreme weight loss is what we're talking. And we're joined now by Wes, who was on that show, My 600 Pound Life. Wes, you've lost an extreme amount of weight. Where did your weight loss journey begin?
I started out at 799 pounds. That's roughly a little over 350 kilos, I believe.
Wow.
So when people ask me how much I weighed, now I'm down to, as of this morning, 457 pounds.
Wow, congratulations.
Oh, wow.
That's huge. That is massive.
Thank you.
That's basically
Thank
almost
you.
half.
when you're at that size, what does changing your life look like? I imagine, you're probably not going into the gym for an hour straight away. You'd probably have to slowly cut back. And so what does it sort of look like in those early stages?
Well, every person's journey is different, right? And so for me, my journey started with working on myself because I hated myself. I hated every aspect of my being. And then once I felt committed to that change, then I started making the change for my health. I started cutting back on what I was eating. I always tell people the first step is working on yourself and getting your mind right.
Yeah.
Because if that mind is not right, no matter what you do, it's never going to stick.
It's incredible that you've been able to turn it around, Wes. Do you mind us asking, what sort of stuff were you eating in any given day?
I would work 45, 50, 60 hours a week sometimes. I would get up and I wouldn't eat until I got home. But then on the way home, I would stop at McDonald's and I would get a double quarter pounder meal with a large French fry, 20-piece chicken McNuggets, sometimes two 20-piece chicken McNuggets. And then I would get 3 of the dollar menu double cheeseburgers. I'd get 2 apple pies, and that would be one meal for me, right?
Wow.
And I would go home and have that in one meal. I would also stop at a convenience store, or maybe I think you guys call them petrol stations, right? Yeah, right. And I would buy like 4 or 5 big bags of candy. And then I would have chips and things to snack on throughout the night. And then maybe at 10 o'clock, I might call and order maybe a large pizza, and I would binge eat all night long. And then on the weekends, it was nothing for me to order breakfast burritos, and I would eat a dozen of them maybe. And then I would have brunch, a stack, like 6 pancakes and 2 fried eggs and 4 links of sausage. And then I'd have lunch, which would be like 3 tuna fish sandwiches and a bag of chips, like a large bag of chips and a 2-liter of Coke. And then I'd have like an afternoon snack, may have been like a foot-long sandwich from Subway. And then for dinner, I would have 2 large pizzas from Domino's and a 32-piece bread bite and a pan of brownies and then a 2-liter of Coke. And then, I might order a family pack from McDonald's at nighttime, which was like 4 or 5 double cheeseburgers and 4 or 5 fries and 4 or 5 drinks. I ate a lot.
Just to jump in there, surely like not only what you're doing is cleaning up your health, but also surely you've saved so much money cutting all that out of the diet. Surely, your bank account's looking healthier too.
I used to spend easily $3,000 US a month on food.
Wow.
I now spend maybe 400.
Wow.
Whereas at that 350 kilo plus mark, how are you able to get around your house and look after yourself?
At that size, I couldn't clean myself after going to the restroom. So the only other way that I could clean myself unassisted was to step in the shower and use a shower hose and clean myself.
Yeah, right.
And it's so crazy looking back, the steps that I went through, right, to avoid making the changes in my life, all so that I could continue eating.
Yeah. Well, Wes, thank you so much for your time this morning. Before we let you go, one final question. What is your overall goal?
I don't know if there is any number. My ultimate goal would just be to be happy.
Well, mate, it sounds like you're well on your way and you're making the right steps to where you want to be. Thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning for the Forbidden Folder.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye-bye.
Sam Smith performing at Rod Laver.
Yes, I do. I believe.
There's a bit of old Sam Smith.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad. Yeah, they're very,
Still though,
they're very
I mean,
sexy now.
don't sleep on the old stuff.
That's true. Yeah, there's also the softer sort of balance.
Nothing without you, your touch, your skin. My diamonds leave with you.
I was trying to get a bit more upbeat stuff.
No, they're much more sexy now. My mum loved Sam Smith. Like loved Sam Smith, all the old sad stuff. And then when she found out that they were coming to tour, and I said, "Oh, do you want to go to Sam Smith?" And she goes, "Oh, they're a bit too much for me now. They're a bit too much."
The body shop.
It's
doing something unholy.
And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Maybe not."
The body shop.
This is, I think, weird one. Probably the best Sam Smith song.
Really? I like the new
Maybe it's
Desire
just because
one.
it's fresh in mind.
Imagine
you know.
if you, so like, I don't know, let's go back to say like 2015, you're a massive Sam Smith fan, and then you go into a coma. So you remember Sam Smith doing this.
Yeah.
And then you wake up and the radio's on and they go, this one here's Sam Smith. How long was I out for?
It's getting sexy. It's getting steamy in here.
It is the 31st of October.
Which means it's Halloween. The spookiest day of the year. Apart from tax time, am I right?
Or when the in-laws visit.
Oh, bloody hell. More fun like that across the morning. Across the morning, 6 to 9. Weekdays for the Ben Lehman Bell Show. I sort of feel, I don't know, I feel indifferent about Halloween. I'm a bit like a grumpy dad when I see all the decorations, because we never did it. Back in my day, didn't do it. No decorations, never trick-or-treated. Like, no one did it in my area. It just wasn't a thing.
It is also just, and I feel like I'm Belle saying this, but it is just so much waste. So much plastic. You roll out the decorations every year. You go to whatever shop you buy them from, and you buy them and you throw them in the bin, and you do it again next year.
And that's the worst part, because you can just keep them. I'm a Christmas Grinch because of the waste. But at least
that's Jesus' birthday, though. Come on. I mean, there's a reason why.
At least, it's there's a bit of paper, and people tend to keep their Christmas decorations. But Halloween
seems
every
extra
year,
plasticky, doesn't it?
It's so bad. And all the aisles at the shopping centres, like all the supermarkets, are like plastic pumpkins.
Think of all the real pumpkins that people are wasting that they could be eating as well.
Yes,
you know?
but at least they decompose.
Like dead bodies. Ooh.
I also think there's an innate thing in Australians where when you feel like you're doing something American, you're like, it's so American.
Absolutely.
But on the flip, it's kind of cute seeing the kids dressed up, and if they're getting into it, it's like a nice thing, like whatever, right? Book week's becoming more of a thing. Kids like dressing up, and if their friends are all going to do it at school, and you got kids, you're probably going to just get involved, right?
Our household is just pretend you didn't hear them knock.
Yeah.
Just ignore it.
Well, I want to know. So, there's trick or treat, as I said, because I never did it. Are you asking? Because every time they want treats, right? No one's doing tricks. Is there kids?
Hang on.
I thought the kids say trick or treat, and you as the person answering the door say treat, you give them a treat. But if you don't give them a treat, you get tricked.
Oh, no,
So people at the door have to do a little trick?
Yeah. No, Ben's saying you get tricked.
I'm saying
no,
you
no,
get
no.
tricked.
I thought it was the people at the door. You say, hang on, wait. They say trick or treat, and you say trick, and then you do a trick, and then you don't have to give them a treat.
Ash Gardner in the newsroom, you grew up in America. So you would have done this all through your childhood.
Yeah.
How does it work? Can you just explain trick or treating just quickly?
So for us, you'd get to the front door and say trick or treat, and the people at the home would either trick or treat you. So, an example, my parents one year covered 2 boxes up, and one was filled with cold wet spaghetti, and the other was filled with the candy, and so the kids would stick their hand in one of the boxes to decide. Yeah, but the way you say tricks, Liam, it's not like they're going to do an ollie on their skateboard or something.
Just feeling that, I'll do a backflip.
Yeah, no, it's a trick. It's more like a prank. It's more
exactly,
like a trick.
Exactly, Ben.
I think... kids get a little too cocky. They're walking around the suburbs expecting to be treated by everyone, where we do know there is an option for a trick. So I would like to know this morning, 13, 24, 10, are you doing any tricks? You got any tricks planned for the day?
Are you a trickster?
The person doing the trick
is probably the person waiting for people to come to their house.
Yeah.
Right.
So
it's not the kids.
if you're into Halloween and you've got a few tricks planned, we'd love to hear them. 13, 24,
as I said, there's everyone, even people who don't really get around it might just have a little fun packet of Mars bars
we
or
bought a
whatever.
bag of Kit Kats yesterday.
Yeah, so you're just ready for treats. But what about the tricks? People need to be thinking about the tricks because there's an option.
All right, I like this because I feel like we're all Halloween novices.
Yeah.
You can try and resist it, but it's coming, it's happening. Let's get it straight, okay? So if someone knocks on your door, you can either trick them or treat them. If you're doing the trick option, we would love to know what trick you'll be doing.
What trick are you doing?
Maybe you can inspire some people listening. 13, 24, 10.
And for telling us your tricks, we'll give you some spooky treats. We do have packs of Halloween-themed Daniel's doughnuts to give away to every caller. I would like to give a treat out that's actually a trick treat. It's like a stick in a Imagine that.
Oh, like when I stick a gum and it snaps the finger?
Yeah, that's a classic.
That's a good trick.
Tam and Penny join us now. You've got some tricks planned for tonight. Is that right?
Yeah, and there's also a song the kids say.
Oh, is there?
What do you say, Penny? Trick or treat. Smell my feet. Give me something good to eat.
Yes, I know that one.
Smell my
Treat,
feet.
Smell my feet. Give me something good to eat.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully there's no feet sniffing going on tonight.
So what's your trick, Penny? Penny likes to sneeze into a handful of confetti and throw it at them.
Penny, that's me.
No one is seeing that coming.
Penny, what are you dressing up as tonight?
A witchy.
A witch?
Yes.
Yeah, spooky. Very spooky.
Confetti witch.
Confetti witch.
Sneezy witch.
Hey, Penny, do you like donuts?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like Daniel's donuts?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah,
like Daniel's Donut Spooky Edition?
A spooky one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll give you a pack of Daniel's donuts. They're extra spooky.
Mick, have you got some tricks up your sleeve for the young Kybers tonight?
Yeah. Strangely enough, it's Liam sort of stole me thunder. The old Wrigley's snap-on-your-finger chewing gum. So you mix it in with a pack of normal flat chewing gum, and so you've got a random selection of good ones and a snappy one.
Oh,
What is this? Because Liam
No,
said it
so
before,
you-
but I didn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
What
no,
is it?
so it's like, what it is like it's chewing gum, and when you pull it out, it's basically like a mousetrap, so it goes, comes back on your finger, snaps your finger.
It's the same, for me, it's the same gag as like opening a jar of nuts and the snake comes
Yeah,
out.
but-
Ah.
I think I didn't have a childhood. I don't know.
Did you never
what
get
you're
that?
talking about.
When you
I
went
don't
to
know what you're
the
talking
Royal
about.
Melbourne show and all the show bags?
Yeah.
Gag magic. Gag magic.
We weren't allowed
or
that one. Yeah, nah.
Jay joins us now in Mount Martha. Jay, how old are you?
I'm 11.
You're 11, so and you're going to be tricking some people tonight, is that right?
Yeah, this one's pretty scary. I'm handing out mandarin.
Spooky fruit. No one wants that. Yeah.
Are you, Jay, are you going around to houses doing that, or are you giving it to kids that come to you?
I'm going to do both.
Oh, yeah,
There
right.
is always those houses where they're like, here, have some, like, biscuits. And
And
you're
are
like,
you-
I don't want that.
Are you going to be dressed up, Jay?
Yeah, I'm going to be dressed up as the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, nice. Yep, the Mandarin Witch.
Yep.
Hey, Jay, how would you like a PlayStation?
Yes.
Tricked you, mate.
So mean, Ben.
What's the spirit of the day?
Jay,
it's
I'm
trick or
so
treating.
sorry.
It's a trick.
Even
It's a trick.
tricked me. I was like, we're giving away a place.
It's a trick.
That's so
That's
mean.
It's a trick. I'm
He's
doing
11.
Jay, we'll see if we can give you something
two in
else.
the bit.
Well, you'll get some Daniel's donuts, Jay, and then you know what? How about you go find something that you really like on Kogan.com. We'll give you $200 to spend at Kogan. Helps you get what you want for less. Now that's clicking awesome, and they do have PlayStations.
Yeah, so we'll give you
Thank you
$200.
so much.
No worries, mate. You have a great day.
You too.
See you, mate. You should have said trick after the Kogan voucher.
No.
It was as cold as ice. I was like, awesome, we're giving it even. I've got a sheet. It would have told me if we'd given it a PlayStation. Took it hook, line and sinker, didn't he? Sucked in, Mandarin boy.
Oi, Liam.
How's this? Here in Victoria, they've made it legal to be drunk in public.
Well, that's convenient coming into the racing weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just joking. Obviously, I'm not going to be drinking there, but I'll be enjoying Derby Day.
It's good for Belle, though.
What now? Is the gag that I'm drunk? Is that the gag?
What's in that coffee?
That was the
It's
gag.
not, no, that's sad.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah, for sure.
How? You can't.
It makes it way worse when we don't say anything and we just let you hang out to dry.
It's got it's
alcoholic.
I know it's
No,
not.
you're not.
It's not yeah, I don't even know. I don't know where he was going with it, but I was just there for the ride.
Well, that's-
Which is so often how this show works. It's really,
Yes.
we boil the dynamic down. It's like Ben hangs it
Very
on you, and I'm there for a bit of fun.
problematic.
On the first day of Christmas, Nova gave to me
Ben, Liam, and Belle's Advent Calendar.
Ben Lehman Belle, it's bloody Halloween, and you're already talking about Christmas? Yes, because we couldn't wait to give you these awesome prizes.
Yeah, look, we're a festive show. We're not hiding dat. And that's why we've got 25 amazing prizes in the Advent calendar. We popped open the first day. Let's find out what was in it.
On the first day of Christmas, Nova gave to me a 4K Kogan TV.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
2 TVs. Who wants the honours this morning of opening up the second day in the Advent calendar?
Oh, can I?
Yeah, Belle.
Sorry,
go
Belle.
for it.
I want to do it.
Oh,
Knew
okay.
that you'd do that.
Ben's,
Here we go.
opening today.
Oh my God!
It's a trip to the Gold Coast! Wow! A trip to the Gold Coast for 2 people, including flights and accommodation.
While you're there, maybe you can go see the abandoned Big Brother house.
You can pretend to be Gretel. Or Fitzy from Nova.
Colleen.
It's actually very cool. Have you seen the videos of the abandoned house?
There's a good YouTube video
The
of someone going through it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, you know, that's Dream World. You could also do the Scooby-Doo coaster at Movie World.
Did they shut it down?
Well, you could always do the DC coaster. You could also...
Do you mean the Green Lantern?
No.
Superman?
There's you obviously haven't been in the last 5 years, have you?
The DC coaster.
The DC coaster.
Is that
done
the
that.
new what? What was that
it's
one?
pretty big. Well, let's just say I did it and it was pretty spooky. But it goes and you climb for ages and then you go through the Joker's mouth and then big
Isn't
drop.
it? It's normally just one of the it's the same roller coaster. They just
No, this is a
rebranded.
new one.
They also...
Mate, it's a
Green
new one.
Lantern.
No, the Green Lantern's just like a little Mad
What about
Mouse
the
sort of
Lethal
coaster.
Weapon?
They shut that
it's called
down.
Arkham Asylum now.
Yeah.
I'm around
Yeah, but
Movie
it's
World,
the same
mate.
roller coaster.
Well, that is the same, but they just put some. Yeah.
They did shut down the Lethal Weapon.
Really?
Yeah, because it was too much.
No, they changed it.
They shut it down.
Changed it, dude.
They might have updated it.
No, I think it's the
Mate,
same.
I
coaster.
went to the. I'm telling you,
I'm
I
telling
used my
you.
adult money like literally 4 years ago to go to Movie World, and I did all these rides. I can confidently tell you what's there and what's not. The only thing I'm a little unsure on is if Shrek 4D is still there when he sneezes.
I'm pretty sure they shut down Lethal Weapon in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
And the last
Recently.
So it was Lethal Weapon for years.
Yes.
And then I'm going to say like 6 years ago,
Yeah.
they changed it to Arkham Asylum. So it's the same ride, they just revamped it a little bit
Right.
and then put like spooky Batman stuff on the way in.
Yeah.
And then there's the DC coaster, which is huge, brand new one, all built. And then there's also the Green Lantern. You're talking about different things.
Is the Tower of Terror still there?
That's Dreamworld.
That's Dreamworld. Mate, I know my rides. I'm pretty sure what you're saying is accurate, yes. But I'm saying since they rebranded it, I'm pretty sure they shut it down.
You're telling me
way too deep.
You know what? Yeah, this is... Let's move on.
We've got to take the show to the Gold Coast. Imagine if we
Oh
did
my God,
the Super Pass and we went to all
that
the
would be
theme
awesome.
parks.
Could you imagine
it's like,
doing-
this is audio of us on the Superman ride.
Yeah, or we could just
Definitely
do the
been done
show,
before.
do the show on it. So it's like, good morning, and it's like, I'm gonna get down here fast, Superman fast. Obviously, we're big fans of the Gold Coast. Unfortunately, we cannot win this prize, but you do have to stay listening. Jamie and Mel joining you after 9. They are the people you want to call 13 24 10, and you could score yourself that prize.
Also, Mel off today, so Aaron going to be doing that. Got Jamie and Aaron giving away those amazing prizes.
There's 2 rounds to win.
Yep, this is all thanks to What If. It's Aussie for travel. It's the Ben Lehman Belle Advent Calendar. An amazing prize, 2 days in a row. How sweet is that?
What? Please,
This whole roller coaster argument is
if you win this Gold Coast trip later on and you got to give us an update on what's going on with the rides there.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.